the speaker of this session is Dr. Kavita Bansal, who is a patent agent. And before starting this session, I would like to introduce her. Dr. Bansal is the founder of Shodh Raksha IPR firm in Mohali. She is a registered patent agent and gets her doctorate degree from the Punjab University, Chandigarh. Her specialization is in nanomedicine, cancer therapeutics, and biosensing. She is MTech Gold Medalist in Nanoscience and Technology from Guru Jambeshwar University, Hisar. She availed several government fellowships during her education and research. She has expertise in various IPR domains such as patentability search, patent prosecution, trademark registration, industrial design, etc. As a registered patent agent, she has filed several patents and industrial designs for many organizations in and around Chandigarh like PU, PGIMER, NIT Jalandhar, etc. Now over to you, Dr. Bansal.
Thank you, Ms. Rima, for this warm introduction. And firstly, I would like to thank to Professor Nirmala, coordinator of TST, and Chief Manager of IEEE, Ms. Pooja Bhatia, for inviting me again to deliver a lecture about the sensitization of patent. As Ms. Divya Kaushik already give us insight about what is the IPR and what are the importance of IPR, and we are quite well known now about that. IPR is. Hello.
Yes, Dr. Kavita, we can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, fine. This presentation is visible to all?
Yes, it is.
Okay, fine. So, my presentation is about the filing of patent and its maintenance and its prosecution. So the motive of my presentation is just to give a detail about what is the patent and what are the importance of patent and how we proceed with the patent filing and maintenance and all these things. So firstly, what is patent? Patent is in a form of IPR, intellectual property rights, just like a real estate property. It has a title, a name, it has specification, details, it has boundaries, and it has legal rights. So these are patent is the form of intellectual property. Intellectual property, as we all now know, that the property that we earn by using our intellect. So uh, by using our intellect. So just this is our real estate property. So we say that this is a real estate property. We say that I buy a house, a shop. So there is a particular title of any real estate property, just like this. An intellectual property or a patent has a title that specify about it, what exactly it is, and the specification includes its detail, just like the registry of any real estate property that we mentioned in the registry, that where it is located and where what are the neighbors and all other details. Just similarly, in a patent we give all details about our work, our invention in the draft, in the patent. And boundaries, these are the fencing of our invention. Means our work, the drafting of our work should be like that. It should protect our work, but it should not be too much broad, that there are no fencing, there are no limitations of work. It should not be very much generalized. The patent should be specific. So these are the we draw the boundaries of our work. So just like real estate property, our patent also has some limitations, some boundaries, legal rights, and anything that is in the eye of government, that is in the knowledge of the government, and that the government give us right on that property will become our legal property. So it is very important to register our intellectual work in any form of the IP. So for the invention, we protect our invention with the help of the patents, and we any literary dramatic work with the help of the copyrights, any goodwill with the help of trademarks. So according to the type of our intellect, we can protect them with the different type of the IPR. So for the invention, we protect them with the patent. So it is very important to register them in the government, in with the government, so that government can give us the right on that, and then it will become the legal property. Okay. So what is the definition of the proper patent in Patent Act? It is the statutory right for an invention given by the government for a limited period of time, and that is the 20 years in India, in exchange of full disclosure of our invention. And what the right includes, it gives us the right that we can only make, sell, use, or give these properties. We can import, manufacture the patented product or process. So this is the, so what is the nature of patent information? The protection of territorial means there is no patent that is worldwide. Patents just like I have a property, I have a shop in India, but there is no property that is worldwide. Just I say ki I have a house in world. So just like the patent is a territorial property, means if I file a patent in India, then only the Indian government can give the right over that patent to me. So so there is no term like worldwide patent. These are completely territorial, but we have to disclose our information to all, to globally. Time limited, the rights that the rights given by the government to us on a patent are time limited. That is 20 years for India, but disclosure is for permanent, and we can protect only claims, but we have to disclose all the documents. So these are the nature of the patents. We get the exclusive right, but with disclosure, we get the lot of learning opportunities. So why it is important to protect an idea? So already Divya ji already discussed about all these things, that why it is important to protect an idea, especially it stops to reinventing any particular invention. Just stop the reinventing of any wheel. If we want to go for the business or for the commercialization of our product, then it is very important to go to protect it properly with the help of different IPRs, so that we can get the rights over their manufacturing and selling, importing, and all these things. And if we don't protect our IPR, then someone else can protect it. Then patents also helps the researcher to find that what the real problems that are existing in the world, and what should be the topic that we can be choose for our research purpose. So patent is a very good document that give us insight about what the real problem that the world is facing, and we should pick any problem relevant to our technical expertise, and that choose the field over which we can be work. So it is very important to protect your IPR with a proper IP form. So there are what we can be patent. uh, any new product, any new process, or any new product by process can be patented. Any living subject matter like microorganisms can be patented. So there are many things that we cannot be patent, like frivolous, anything that is not proper or that has not relevance or not proper base. So we cannot patent any frivolous work. Anything that is contrary to well-established natural laws, that we cannot be patented. Anything that is injurious to public health cannot be patented. Any scientific principle or abstract theory cannot be patented. For example, the discovery of DNA structure cannot be patented, but it can be published. So any new product, new property or use of already existing substance cannot be patented. Any just the mixture of two things cannot be patented. Just if I mix the sand with water, then I have a sand as a water with sand. So this will be the just mere admixture of two things, and there is no change of property of any recipient. So so these the final product I cannot be patented unless it shows some synergy or it's some kuch industrial benefit. So I cannot be patented, and just the mere admixture of two or three things or more things. Mere arrangement or rearrangement of devices cannot be patented. just uh, just I already given example previously. I just paste a pen on my mouse, and now I say that I want to patent a mouse that can be right. So I cannot be patented because these two things can be work independently. So this will not be a patented product. So the mere arrangement or rearrangement of known devices cannot be patented. Any method of agriculture or horticulture cannot be patented in India. So after that, treatment of human beings, animals, or any diagnostic methods cannot be patented, but we can patent any diagnostic kit that we can be patented. Any plants and animals cannot be patented, but microorganism can be patented. Any biological processes cannot be patented. This can all be published. Any mathematical business model computer program cannot be protected through patent, but they can be protected with the copyrights. Similarly, literary, dramatic, musical, and artistic work cannot be patented. They are protected through the copyrights. Similarly, method of playing games, any presentation cannot be patented. Any invention related to atomic energy cannot be patented because they can be injurious. Okay, any traditional knowledge that is already known, that cannot be patented. Just like we know the very Ayurvedic herbs that we already know, that the what are the curcumin has that digestive effect, and the curcumin has anti-inflammatory effect. So this is in our this is our traditional knowledge. This is already in public domain. So we cannot be patent any traditional information, tradition knowledge of any society or for any region. So this is the section 3D. Section 3D, as I already told you, that property or new use of a known substance cannot be patented. So this is the section 3D of Patent Act 1970. But this section is especially important for pharmaceutical and chemical and microbiological fields. But it says that the mere discovery, mere means only the mere discovery of a new form of of a known substance, or any new property or new use of a known substance, mere use cannot be patentable. It means if we working or if we invent the new use of already existing known substance, that we cannot be patented unless uh, until the new form has a significant therapeutic effect compared to its parent molecules. So this is very important. For example, I have acetyl salicylic acid. This is a antacid. This is a and acetyl salicylic acid. This is mainly used for the painkiller. So if we if we get that another use of this molecule, that we cannot be patent then. So now what is the invention? So according to our patent, an invention means a new product or new process involving an inventive step and capable of industrial application. So invention should have three parameters. First is the novelty. Novelty means it should be new. The work should not be published anywhere in the world. It should be new for all. So if I wanted that, if I say that my work is not published in India, but it is published in America, then it is not be novel. So the work should be novel. Second is the inventive step. Inventive step means the work should not be obvious to a person who is skilled in this art. So this step we will discuss in detail. So third is the capability of industrial application. The work that you are doing, your work should have some industrial application. So it should be can be used in for the industrial purpose. So these are the three main criteria that must be fulfilled for patentability of any invention: novelty, inventive step, and capable of industrial application. So now, as for example, if you have an invention with features A, B, C, and D, so if there is a document that is already available and having all these three features A, B, C, and D, then your work will not be novel. So second, inventiveness. For example, if there are two documents, one document having feature A, B, D, and the second document with feature C, so then it will become obvious to have a work with features A, B, C, D. So your work will become obvious combination, and your work will not be inventive. For example, if you have an anti-inflammatory formulation with A, B, C, D components, and you have another document which says that curcumin turmeric has an anti-inflammatory properties. So just by mixing that, we claim that our new formulation is anti-inflammatory with increased anti-inflammatory properties. So this will be an obvious combination that we cannot be patented. Okay, now you can analyze the patentability of your work. I think this is not visible. You can analyze the patentability of your work by own or with the help of an expertise. By own, you can use the various databases. There are free databases and paid databases are available. In free databases, you can take the help of INPAS, CSpaceNet, Patent Scopes, and in the case of paid, you can Derwent Innovation, Orbit, SciFinders, and for the non-patented literature, you can use the Google, Bingo, Yahoo, any other search engines, or you can take the help of experts in PIC, as Divya ma'am already told, Punjab State Council of Science and Technology, do the patentability research, or you can contact with an patent agent or IP firm. So by this, you can analyze that your work is patentable or not patentable. So in the patent search, this is the international. For the patent searching, we use the international patents classification to specify our patentability. So the patent classification has firstly section, then class, subclass, main group. Okay, for the international patent classification, you can take the help of the WIPO website, where we can specifically choose that our product, our invention is belong to which category, or with the help of that we can precise our search with prior art search. So next, who can apply for a patent? So anyone can apply for a patent. There is no age bar to apply for a patent. Any individual can apply for a patent. individual entity can be applied for a patent, and any legal entity can be applied for a patent. So in the patent, so who will be the applicant? Applicant is the one. Applicant can be a first or two inventor. Applicant can be the assignee of the first or two inventor, just like the university. If we become the applicant, in that case, if the work belongs to you, you are the inventor of your work, but you give the rights of to apply the patent on your behalf to the university, then university will become the applicant and assignee. So the legal representative of disease to or first inventor can be the of any his assignee. So these can be the applicant. And then who is the assignee? If you give the rights of your work to any other natural person or legal entity or any registered company, then that will become the assignee of that patent. So how to apply for a patent for institute? You can take the approval from institute, and in Chandigarh or in Punjab University, you can forward your application to PIC and then to TIFAC, and they will give your case to private agent or attorney, or you can directly contact with attorney, so that they can help you to apply for a patent application. So this is the in the patent draft. These are the main headings. Firstly, the title of invention. Then it should be a maximum of 15 words, and it describes about the title of. It's described by the nature of your work and field of the invention. This is the particular your work is related to chemical field or biological field. So this is a field of invention. Background on invention means the introduction or prior art prior art of your work, that is the work that is already existing in worldwide and that is linked to your work. So here we addressed all these things in the background of invention. After that, main aims of your work, it will very well about the what is the meaning of summary, detailed description of invention, all the parameters, all the methodology and equipments and all the things in detail about all the result discussion. So these will be described in detail. So claims are the main part of the any patent documents. So here but these are just known as the fencing of our patent work. So these are key what we claim, key what where our invention, where inventiveness lies. So this is the very important to draft the claims. So how we claim, so the claim should not be very much broad and they should not be very much limited. So it's very important to draft them properly. So the types of application, there are various type of patent application. Firstly, ordinary application that we generally go for it. The ordinary applications are provisional specification and complete specification. Provisional specifications mean you have some work in the middle of your work, or you have some idea, you think that within a year I will complete all the analytical data of my work. Then but you wanted to present your work as in any conference, or you want to discuss your work with some company, or so for in that case it is better to go for the provisional specification. So with provisional specification we get the priority date for after. Priority date is very important because our rights are generally starts from the priority date. So so in this case we can go for the provisional specification. And second is the complete specification. It means if we have all the data about our work, all the analytical data, our work is completed, then we can directly go with the complete specification. So if your work is not completed, then go for the provisional specification, but within 12 months we have to file the complete specification, otherwise our application will be abandoned. Or we can post date the provisional specification for maximum of 6 months. with the and with filing and another application, but we can poster. But I think this is the last last possible condition that we
Dr. Kavita, we are not able to hear you. I
otherwise we
think,
can delay for 1 or 2 months. Okay, then conventional application, if we want to apply in other countries, and this is the patent of edition. Patent of this involves that this involves when we have the modification of our already applied work, that we can go for patent. And in divisional application mean if a single application have two inventions, then we can divide our application into two. So this is the PCT, Patent Corporation Treaty. Here if we want to protect our work in multiple countries, then we can go for the PCT application. So if we want to protect our work in our multiple countries, then there are two ways. This is the traditional way. Here within the 12 months of our priority date, we can apply for different countries. We can we can apply for patent application in different countries, but this is tedious process. So this is another process. This is the Patent Corporation Treaty. Here within 12 months of our priority date, we have to file the PCT application. Then with the help of a single application, we can enter the enter in the national phase of multiple countries. So simply after filing the PCT application, we also get the search report and detailed opinion from the PCT, by which we can even conclude that our work is having enough potential that we should spend spend further money on it, so that is it worthful to spend more money on it to protect in other countries. So if we think that our work is very novel, very inventive and useful, and it has very good business potential, then we can go for the national phase. But if we think that our work is not that much relevant, then we can be then we can skip that things. Okay. Now there are 18 India, ISM, International Searching Authority. Now India is also the Indian International Searching Authority, which gives us information about the relevance of a work. So till now there are 153 PCT states we having give the facilities of PCT filing. So for patent application, the documents that are required is Form 1. This is the application form for the grant of patent, then the proof of right for the inventors. So this is mandatory for any applicant. Without the consent of inventor, cannot be apply for a patent application. So this is important. And second is the form 2, having either provisional or complete specification. Form 3, this is the statement or undertaking statement and undertaking by the applicant. This is the Form 5, having the declaration of inventorship. And Form 16 in power of authorization. So these are the 5 main forms that we filed along with the patent application. So there are other documents that are also required in the case of startup, Form 28, and in case of the PCT and convention application, priority document. And if invention, then we have to get the permission from the National Biodiversity Authority, NBA. So this is the whole process of patent filing and grant in India. Firstly, if you have an invention, if you have an idea, then you can file with the application with complete specification and with provisional specification. With complete specification, after complete specification will get published. In published, you can go for the early publication, but this is optional. Otherwise, after 18 months, it will be automatically published by the Indian Patent Office. And after publication, the request for examination from the application was examined by the patent office, and after that they issued a first examination report. In the first report, the documents that are related to our work, saying that our work is still novel and inventing over the cited documents, then we reply the FER, and if the controller gets satisfied with all our with all our justification, then they grant a patent. Otherwise, it will not be granted. So, if again, if we do not file any complete specification within 12 months of provisional specification, then it will be get abandoned. So there are oppositions can also be cut, pre-grant opposition and post-grant opposition. So pre-grant opposition with the before the grant of patent, and opposition can be also be created by the post grant after the grant of the patent. So here are the fees for filing of application. If we are filing as a natural person, then it is only 1600. If it is through the institute, then it is 8000. So this is the early publication fees. This is optional, and this is the request for examination. For natural person, this is 4000, and for institute, this is 20,000. So these are the mandatory fees. These two are the mandatory fees that we have to be give to the patent office. So now in India there are 4 patent office. They are located in Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, and Kolkata. And according to the address of the inventor of applicant, these patent territorial jurisdiction are, if we are residing in Chandigarh or Haryana and Punjab, then our patent office will be Delhi, or and so on. Now, as I already told that every patent application is get published in the patent journal. This is the cover page of our patent journal. So every Friday, patent applications are get published. If we do not apply for early publication, then it automatically after 18 months it will be get published. Otherwise, uh, we can pre-publish it with the help of Form 9. So effects of publication. Upon publication, patent office in the publication of patent application includes substract, drawing, and other documents. And after publication, the patent of the repository institute will make the biological material mentioned in the specific available to the public. No patent application can be filed without necessary for a grant of a patent, then we should go for a early publication, because before the expiry of 6 months of publication of patent, any patent cannot be granted. So this is the examination report. Here, these are the cited documents that are related to our work. So these are the categories of these documents: XXAE. What does it mean? Then, so X means when the document taken alone, then it will considered that our work is not novel. So this matlab our work is not novel just by taking a single document. Why? I mean, in combination with any document, if this document kills the novelty, inventiveness of our work, and A is the background of that document is relevant to our work. So this is the
Sorry for the interruption, Dr. Bansal, as we are running short by time. So I request you to please finish your presentation within 5 minutes. Thank you.
okay, fine. Okay, so this is the application format number. So this is the new format, application format, patent application over here. Y denotes the year of filing, and this is just jurisdiction, as I already explained. T, the type of application, then this is the serial number. So for patent maintenance fee, after the grant of the patent, we have to pay the fees to patent office every yearly, so that our patent will remain in active state. So for second to sixth year, for a natural person, this is 20,000. 800. From 7th to 10th year, this is 2400, and from 11 to 15th year, this is 4800, and for 16 to 20th year, this is 8000. So patent is a time consuming and money consuming process, so it is very important. So as we honored every year, we have to, even after the grant of patent, we have to invest money for the on the patent. After that, working, actually I don't have time to, so I'm explaining very quickly. Working of patents, after the working of patent, after the grant of patent, we have to be informed the patent office about the commercialization of the product. If our product is not, if we are not commercializing our product, then we have to be informed the patent office that why we are not commercializing it. And if the government feels that our work is worthful, our worth is important for the society, but due to some reason we are not commercializing it, then the government can even take the license of that patent from us and can commercialize it. This is known as a compulsory license. So in the form 27, every year we have to be informed to the government about the commercial status of the patent to the government. So this comes under the working of the patents. So these are the offenses and penalties are imposed by the government. So if the contravention of provision relating to certain inventions, so if we give the false information, if we don't use the wrongful word patent office, so these are all the penalties that we have to be pay in case of infringement, so any offenses. So I think innovation distinguish between any leader and follower. So we should also we should have a focus on the problem, on the real problem, so that we can pick a real work, so can we do the very good and fruitful work in our research work. So it's very important, think out of the focus, and it's very important to uh, I think we should go for the patented literature more compared to the non-patented literature. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for very informative session on patent filing and its maintenance. Sorry, as time was, we were running short by time, so we are not taking question answer round. All the questions are already answered by Dr. Bansal. So moving ahead, I request Professor Nirmala Ma'am, Coordinator DST CPR at Punjab University, Chandigarh, for concluding remarks for day one of workshop.
Thank you, Reema. Today's both the speakers, Ms. Divya Kaushik and Dr. Kavita, they have given a very detailed account of intellectual properties, and the topics were very well interconnected and starting with the very basics till the filing. So I think it was a very nice package from both of them. Divya especially started from the very basics, which is very for us. It is important for the researchers, students, even for some even for the faculty members, that she started about different types of intellectual property, differences between inventions and innovations, and why patents are important to attract funding, collaborations, also recognitions, but because there is a globally there is a competitiveness for the ranking and how it improves the ranking. So that was very well elaborated, and then Dr. Kavita continued with the whole process, how to file a patent, how to draft a patent, and the criteria of patentability, and the steps and the documents fees. So they were very well connected. I think the research for the young researchers, because both of the topics were very well apt for for the present day competitive world. And so I thank you both, Divya and Dr. Kavita, for their they have been very well informed about the IPR. And I also thank for being with us, and also my sincere thanks to the whole team of FITT, Rima, Pooja, and Pragati for their cooperation, and also to my team in the Center of Policy Research, because they have been also working all together and putting this workshop together, which would not have been possible without their help. And also, of course, I cannot forget our head of the institution, Professor Rajkumar, who has been always supporting us throughout our events. So thank you for all, and we look forward again to meeting you tomorrow with another talk, which will be very informative. Thank you all.